Hi, Leanne Donahue Tamplin here. And today I wanted to talk to you about moving out of your own history, uh, by which I mean perhaps choosing to live a different life to the one that you grew up in or that you've always been involved in. There are many examples of women who've exceeded all expectations, gone from, families of poverty or violence or, just a life that doesn't look anything like the life they live now. I mean, Oprah Winfrey's a perfect example of something like that. Um, it comes down to you making a choice to be something different. And that's not an easy choice to make. I think many people feel they're defined by their history. This is where I've come from. This is where I'll always live. This is who I'll always be. I can't have those things that those other people have because people like me don't get that, don't get those opportunities. But it is a choice, and it isn't it doesn't just fall into place. It's something you must work at. But the choice is whether to be held back by your family or your upbringing or your background, or to be deliberately become something different. So a couple of the things that you need to do include mixing with new people. So becoming more connected with the kind of people that you want to be. So if you don't want to be in a life, you don't want to use drugs and you don't want to be living a lifestyle of someone who uses drugs, then you need to stop seeing people who use drugs. Now that's, I guess, what seems like an obvious example, but a lot of people, with it, whether it be about drugs or anything else, will say, but they're the people I know, they're the people I can trust, they're my friends or they're my family. And actually that's what's holding you back into your past. So making a choice about who you want to have in your life, and it doesn't have to be an all or nothing. It might be something you do gradually, that you move to mixing with different people who are more like what you want to be like. And often when you start to do that, the people from your old life will tell you that's impossible, will hold you back, will tell you you're being stupid, will point out all the problems with the people in the new life that you're choosing and why you won't ever get there. And that just comes from human beings wanting things to stay the same. They're not so keen on change. And so they want to keep you with them. They don't want you to break away from them. And part of doing that is about keeping you close. But if you can stay focused on where you want to be, and just start, there's a saying, and I can never remember it precisely, about just putting on the shoes and the clothes and start walking as if you're already there, and then you'll all of a sudden find yourself there. And that's what I think the process is here. You just start acting as if you're already there, and wear the clothes, talk the talk, do the things that are like other people living the life that you want to be living. The other thing you can be doing is reminding yourself that you are responsible for this, that you have a choice to make, and that you can make this happen if you are determined enough. It's easy to say it's impossible and I can't do it. It's not easy to keep being responsible and accountable for the life that you live and pushing yourself to work towards the direction that you want to be in. You can also look for the positives in the life you've got and how lucky you've been to have the experiences you've had, rather than see them as something that limit you. So, if you've had some bad experiences, say in your childhood, then it makes you more understanding of people who've had similarly bad experiences. It makes you, in many ways, more resilient and more able to handle stress. You know, if things go wrong when you try to move into a different way of living, then that just reinforces your determination. So there's always a way of looking at those difficult events, challenging situations, and drawing something positive from it. So I would encourage you to do that as a way of keeping you moving forward. Remember that your past doesn't define you. You are the one who has control of who you are and how you live your life. And you know, there are, as I said at the beginning of this discussion, there are women who have gone from, and men who have gone from one life to another one that is completely different. It doesn't define you. It cannot hold you back unless you allow it to. I have heard Oprah say a great quote. Again, I'm not going to get this exact, but the meaning behind it is that at any day you can decide to be whoever you want to be. You don't have to be limited by what's happened before. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you again soon.